Pull up a seat. Have a drink. If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done. Can I give you a little tip? Take every
Out with
job
it.
you can get.
You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the gold. Walking away without taking a job? It's like passing a bloated corn.
We actually got a request from one of the most powerful families in Whiterun, the Battleborns. Make your way up there and look for Alfred. He says he's got a matter that requires a delicate touch, and I suggested you for the job. Don't make me the fool and let me down, all right? Hey, this guild needs the coin. Walking away without taking work is not going to make you popular.
Alfred, you're here, and not a moment too soon. If anything should happen to Arn, there'll be hell to pay. A close friend of mine. We fought together on the battlefield for many years until old age got the better of us. Now it's up to me to save him one more time. This time from the executioner's block in Solitude. The city guard in Solitude is seeking Arn for a serious crime. When he fled here, he was arrested for drunken behavior. Can you imagine? Fortunately, his identity isn't known to the authorities in Whiterun, so there's still a chance to save him. Hold a moment. This is more than a simple prison break. I want to have Arn's name stricken from the record books permanently. I'm setting him up with a new identity. It's the only way to throw the guard permanently off his trail. The job is twofold. First, steal a letter that was sent from Solitude warning Whiterun's guard to be on the lookout for Arn. The second is to change Arn's name in the prison registry to his new identity. If it was easy, I would have hired a local thug instead of a professional. You see, both of these items are kept inside Dragon's Reach, and they don't allow visitors inside the Jarl's or the Steward's chambers. One more thing. If you get caught, I can't afford to be connected to you. Remember that before you do anything stupid. You watch yourself out there.
The Imperial regime enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people.
Be careful. Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. Avelstein Greymane and I were best friends as children. If I see that traitor again, I'll throw him.
disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
What is it that you need?
What do you need, my thing?
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
No offense, but you...
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Alfred. Patron. Arn? Never heard of him. I guess that means you're finished. Here's your payment. Tell Delvin that he has my support and all the weight it carries in Whiterun from now on. I think he'll be quite pleased.
Make it quick. I don't want your
You
stink
watch
about
yourself
my
out there.
customers away.
Good morning.
Before we get down to business, I've got something I need you to do.
Looking for work. Alfred sent ahead his compliments. Looks like his friend Arn is soon to be released, thanks to his brand new identity. More importantly, he's pledged the full support of the Battleborn clan to the Thieves Guild. The guild's at full strength, and we have you to thank for it. We've had our share of dark times, and now they seem like a distant memory. I'm gonna tell you something you'll never hear me say again. And if you tell anyone I told you, I'll deny it. When you walk through the guild, don't be ashamed to hold your head high, 'cause you're the best damn thief in the place. Where are you off to? There's work to be done.
Before we get down to business, I've got... Well, as you know, the guild's growing and things are looking up around here. The only thing we're lacking is a reliable way to transport our merchandise across Skyrim. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there are several Khajiit caravans that travel across the realm. They're shrewd traders and don't mind getting their hands dirty. I've bartered with their leader, Rasad, on more than one occasion. Actually, I want you to bring him something. You see, the caravans are notorious for transporting illegal substances. Present Rasad with this satchel of moon sugar, and I bet my last septim he'll make a deal. You'll find Rasad with his caravan group. Just don't do anything stupid when you get there.
I supposed to deliver it to him if I don't even know where the fuck he's at?
I take care of the horses, and the goats, and the chickens, and the garden.
What is it?
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy. All right, then.
Did you see a dog out there? Until now.
Time. I want to get real quick before I trade in the skeletons. I think that's probably why it hasn't activated.
Don't take this the wrong way. You look a little sickly.
What was that?
Did you see a dog out there? All right then.
Mike wishes you well.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key. I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. That's quite a noble sentiment for someone in our, well, in your line of work. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlisle? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Evermere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the Pilgrim's path to the Evermere and replacing the key. I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? Good luck, Nightingale.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
That's so helpful. Yeah, I don't think I'm changing it. I'll stick with that. If he'll instantly regain that from a target, then fucking really good. Back to the Thieves Guild. See if I get one. Get the Thieves Guild Master Armor as I did all the special shit.
interest you in some marksman training?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Looking for work? Where are you off to? There's work to be done.
Need a few spare septums? I got the cure right here.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up. Rasad is the head of a small syndicate of independent merchant families.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
Need something?
Find me if you need more marksman
Still learning the ropes, but I'll get the hang of it.
It's good to see you in one piece, lad. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend. I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years. Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official. It's time to become our guild master. Don't worry, I promise this will be short and sweet. If you'll just meet us in the center of this cistern room, we can begin. Look, I've never been good at these things, so I'm just gonna keep it short. Being guildmaster means more than just getting a cut of all the loot. It's about being a leader and keeping this rabble in order. With that in mind, I propose that the position of guildmaster should be yours. Delvin?
Agree.
Vex?
Sure, why not?
Carlia?
Absolutely.
Everyone is in agreement. So all I can do now is name you guildmaster and wish you good fortune and long life. Now everyone, get back to work.
I suppose you deserve it. Couldn't
You
do
need
any worse
anything,
than Mercer.
anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. Well, that's it. Sorry if it isn't the ceremony you were hoping for, but we're not exactly known for throwing our coin around. After we're done, head over to Tanelia, and she'll set you up with your guildmaster armor. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take this. It's sort of a tradition around here.
So now the pupil is the master, eh? Good show.
Here's to a long and prosperous future. May the guild last another 100 years. Yes, and I'm more than happy to give it to you. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so much wealth down here. You've made us all rich. Here you go. Should fit you like a glove, boss.
Oh, really?
You'll find Rasad with his group. Just don't do anything stupid when you get there.
Now get out of my way. So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me? These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
I've already finished the fucking jobs. Your boss, I shouldn't be taking any damn jobs anymore. Here, I'll get out of here. I'll show you what the armor looks like. What it gives you. I'll show you what the original shit gives you. The chest piece is rated in. The original stuff's like 25. It increases your carrying capacity by 35. Pickpocket success is 13, and this is all the original shit. And then Thieves Guild Master Armor prices are 20% better. Lockpicking is 35% easier. Your pickpocket success is 35. And your carrying capacity is increased by 50. This is what it really looks like. Kinda like a big step up. Going to black. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you guys later.